Hi guys! Today we're going to be talking about TJ Maxx.
1977 saw the birth of TJ Maxx under the leadership of Bernard Camarada, former general merchandising manager of Marshalls. The first two stores opened in Auburn, Massachusetts. TJ Maxx is an off-price retailer who sells merchandise at 20 to 60% off full-price retailers. Off-price retailing is selling brand-name merchandise at great value, creating opportunistic buying and a treasure hunt experience. Their global store base spans across 9 countries on 3 continents, including Europe, the USA, and Australia, with over 4,500 retail locations. The company sources from over 16,000 vendors and purchases materials in over 75 different countries. TJ Maxx's core customer is a female aged 25 to 54 years old with a middle to upper income, and a person who is fashion and value conscious that shops at a range of retailers. The company believes their distribution network is designed to support their off-price and highly integrated global business, with the slogan, right product, right stores, right time. Their flexible buying also allows them to chase hot new trends. The company's 2019 results highlighted that they had made $42 billion in revenues, $4.1 billion of cash from operations, and returned $2.6 billion to shareholders. Sales at TJ Maxx have risen for 33 consecutive quarters, and the company's market value is 7 times that of Macy's. TJ Maxx strongly believe that under the right circumstances, people will still shop. TJ Maxx's core product is off-price brand name family apparel, fine jewelry, house and giftwares, as well as women's shoes and accessories. TJ Maxx customers see value in TJ Maxx stores because the offerings that the department store deliver are unique, timely, and attractive. The greatest value proposition for customers is the value itself, as consumers can find items such as a Michael Kors clutch that costs $198 at a department store for only $79.99 at TJ Maxx. Similarly, one could purchase a Calvin Klein coat for $80 when its recommended retail price is $250. Former senior executive of TJ Maxx's European division, Paul Swedenham, stated that the key to their business model is having fresh merchandise hitting the floor. Products arriving at stores in the morning must be displayed by the evening, giving rise to an internal mantra, door to floor in 24. The company gets several deliveries a week, with stores having 1 to 2 items in colours or sizes, giving customers an urgency to buy the product. TJ Maxx's business model has been established to sell goods at 20 to 60% less than the regular retail price. Due to this, the brand heightens the intensity of a customer's shopping experience and thrives off impulse purchases. TJ Maxx employs over 1,000 buyers who purchase apparel and goods from global vendors. These buyers undergo extensive schooling at TJX University and are intensely trained on the first 3 years of the job. This ensures the buyers know how to select the correct products, develop advanced negotiation skills, and communicate well with the vendors. For suppliers, TJ Maxx is a valued business partner, as they will accept excess inventory when a company has overproduced or lost a deal to sell that inventory. When TJ Maxx buys the inventory from a supplier, it forgoes the ability to return the products to the supplier. Due to this no-return policy, vendors also produce excess inventory on purpose in the hope that TJ Maxx will buy it. The company represents a compelling treasure hunt shopping experience for a range of big brands at low prices, which are shown to be significantly successful in comparison to other retail companies. Thus, TJ Maxx's business model to sell merchandise at discounted prices and quickly turn over their inventory is proving to be beneficial to the company.
Based on the TJ Maxx case study, 2 major target segments would be behavioral and psychographic segmentations. TJ Maxx groups consumers by psychographic segmentation by focusing on their lifestyle and personality traits, and behavioral segmentation by purchase behavior. With a heavy focus on purchase behavior, consumers are always looking for the best deal. TJ Maxx can take advantage of this buyer attitude by always having high-end, quality brands always in stock and on the floor. Prices will generally always be 20 to 60% cheaper below full-price retailers. This strategy is known as off-price retailing. Constant selling of inventory and restocking products almost instantly plays on the consumer's attitude or the treasure hunt attitude. The most important characteristics of the TJ Maxx's target segments would be consumers who are smart, opportunistic, trendy, and have entrepreneurial values. Based on the TJ Maxx case study, two major target segments would be behavioral and psychographic segmentations.
In recent years, many companies have embraced a shift into e-commerce, which has provided a major threat to department stores. More specifically, Amazon has ultimately grown into one of the most influential economic and cultural forces in the world. Amazon provides customers with a wider range of products at a much greater convenience and safety. Coronavirus has ultimately favored Amazon, as it has fast-tracked the world's progress to a more online society, consequently leading to an increase in revenue of $280.5 billion this year. Ross Stores is another one of TJ Maxx's main competitors, due to their similar off-price strategy approach. They've implemented a flexible purchasing strategy, that is that they offer top brands at bargain prices, therefore attracting customers into their store due to the idea of a real-life treasure hunt. Despite the similar approach, they aren't as big of a threat in competition, boasting a much lower annual revenue of $14 billion this year. Nordstrom Rack was an initiative developed by Nordstrom in an attempt to match the success of the off-price strategy. Nordstrom, an established department store in the US boasting $15.86 billion in revenue, emphasizes the importance of an omni-channel experience, which encourages greater synergy between stores and an overall ease of shopping for the customer. Yet, it is important to mention that this rise in e-commerce and the off-price strategy has also taken out a lot of the competition. For example, Macy's, a previous department store powerhouse, has recently announced that they have closed 373 stores due to poor performances, and also led to the bankruptcy for one of America's largest and oldest department stores, J.C. Penney & Spears.
By assessing each of the 5 Porter forces, we were able to deem the market as unattractive due to the value of TJ Maxx as an organisation and the nature of their relationships and well-established supply chain. Without a unique product, established brand loyalty and fully utilised distribution channels, it's typically difficult for those within the retail sector to compete with new entrants. The threat of potential entrants is determined by barriers to entry within the sector. The scale to which TJ Maxx operate makes it difficult for competitors to compete or achieve the same profitability. These scale benefits not only increase their profitability but make it a less attractive industry for smaller competitors to enter. However, with TJ Maxx's lack of an online presence and the low required capital outlay with today's technology and rapid growth within e-commerce, competitors may not have to compete with the retail presence TJ Maxx has established. The quality, uniqueness, and the nature of the product are all determinants of supplier bargaining power. Without the scale benefits of a company the size of TJ Maxx, suppliers would hold a much higher bargaining power when it comes to order quantities. However, considering TJ Maxx have the distribution to place relatively large orders, this would be a moderate threat. The attractiveness of the industry is definitely affected by substitutes within the market. Competitors and substitutes directly affect demand and threaten intellectual property. Given the replicable nature of TJ Maxx's products, the threat of substitutes is generally high. Whilst consumers hold no direct bargaining power within the retail sector, the bargaining power of buyers is still relatively strong. Buyers have the ability to shop with competitors when not incentivized to maintain loyalty to a brand. However, for example, in reference to the current climate and a likely recession, companies like TJ Maxx will probably reap the benefits as their products cater to a value-conscious and price-sensitive consumer. Likewise, given the scale of TJ Maxx as a company, consumer bargaining power would likely be a moderate threat. The degree of competition is determined by the ability of a company and their product to be duplicated. The success of this is determined by the scale to which a competitor is operating. As noted in our case study, recent sales volumes from TJ Maxx exceeded those of major competitors Nordstrom and J.C. Penney. Whilst the nature of intellectual property is easily replicated, the capital required to compete with a company to this scale would lower the degree of competition and therefore be a moderate threat.
TJ Maxx has a unique brand positioning as it classifies itself as an off-price retailer and attracts the treasure hunter customers. They are innovative as they do not have an online presence. They only have a physical store and they continue to grow these physical stores, providing consumers with a bargain hunting experience for high fashion products. TJ Maxx marketing capabilities are quite high due to the size and nature of the business. However, they choose to market primarily on multi-channel mobile marketing, which allows TJ Maxx to pinpoint the location of customers while promoting in-store sales. So this allows TJ Maxx to gather the information and locations of their customers and promoting that their big sales that they have in store, leading all customers to their brick and mortar presence.
Some existing challenges to the current market that TJ Maxx will already have to deal with, which are online shopping retailers and the constant shifting of consumer trends and attitudes. To deal with the threat of online shopping, TJ Maxx follows the simple idea that people still like to visit and shop in stores at the right time. To deal with the constant shifting consumer trends, TJ Maxx doesn't rely on online shopping or using big data to discover what customers want. They instead rely on the instincts of their merchandise buyers to help them as they have for decades. Further threats and challenges are major designer brands reducing shipments to off-price retailers, and department stores expanding their own off-price chains. Ernie Herrmann, chief executive for TJ Maxx, sees this as an opportunity because disruption in the retail industry has created a clutter of merchandise at low prices that can be swooped up. Products can also be picked up when the department stores cancel orders and companies manufacture too many items. Big brand names also generate merchandise for TJ Maxx by recycling past seasons' bestsellers. This fits in well with how quickly TJ Maxx sells inventory.